So yesterday we have started chapter 6, which is about variations. Okay, variations is about proportional, directly proportional, or inversely proportional. Okay, so that is what we learned in primary school. Okay, 正比例、反比例，得唔得？ Okay, so there are two types: the direct variation and inverse variation. And then in the next section, we are going to learn something which is the mixture of direct variation and inverse variations. Okay, so yesterday we have learned, we have done some exercises on the direct variation. Okay, so let me just find what we have learned yesterday. Direct variation is actually the question will be like this. When you see these sentence structures, okay, the yellow highlighted ones, okay, y varies directly as x, or y is directly proportional to x, or y this symbol x, then you need to write down this line immediately. Okay, let y to be the subject of an equation, and then it is equal to k times x. Okay, so that is like this, where k is a non-zero number. 明唔得？嗱，呢一個咧就係我哋琴日學過嘅關於呢一課第一個 section 第一隻嘅 variation 嚇，即係正比例呢一隻嘅唯一一樣嘅知識就係咁樣啦。OK， 見到呢三句黃色嘅 key sentence 之後喺題目出現嘅會，我哋就會做綠色呢一句嘅反應嘅。OK， 即刻 let 嘢出嚟。咁 y 就係嗰個 subject 嚟㗎啦。咁一定係等於一個 k 嘅 ，k 就係一個新嘅未知數，你陣間要揾出嚟嘅。然之後咧乘翻 varies directly as 後邊嗰樣嘢 ，OK 得唔得？咁我哋琴日咧做咗好多嘅題目嘅。咁我哋今日咧，咁可能琴日咧有啲堂咧就係冇翻到嘅。咁我今日咧第一堂嘅前半節咧。咁我想大家再做多少少 exercise 去到重溫一下先，咁樣樣 ，OK？ 琴日我哋做咗一啲 level 2嘅題目一齊做咗嘅，咁但係今日咧，我哋重溫嘅時候咧，我哋試下做翻一啲 level 1嘅題目先。So let's go to exercise 6A. I would like you to do question number 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9 for the classwork. So there are 7 questions, and I give you 15 minutes to do this. Okay, 15 minutes. So it is now 8:40. Sorry. 40 and then to 8:55. Do not need to submit to MathApp for this classwork. OK， 好，而家咧請你試一試做下呢度咁多條先。咁我哋一齊做第一條啊，一齊做第一條，去到作為一個重溫咁樣樣。So I'm going to do question number 1 with you together. OK。So number 1, suppose P varies directly as Q。琴日講過啦，當你見到呢一句句子嘅時候咧，即刻 highlight 佢先。OK， 我哋頭呢幾堂都係做呢樣嘢。OK， 去到話俾自己聽，呢一句就係 key sentence 嚟嘅，得唔得？因為咧，你第時學咗第二啲課嘅時候咧，好容易就會唔記得咗。但係咧，你呢一課咧，只要記得呢啲係 key sentence， 然之後點樣做嘅話，咁就得㗎啦。OK。So what we need to do is to let, okay, the subject is P, right? It's equal to K times the unknown that is behind the word S. So that is Q. Okay, and then we just write down where K is not equal to 0. Okay. When you have written down this equation, the unknown K can be found by putting a pair of numbers into your equation. So that is the next sentence from the question. When Q is equal to 7, P is equal to 21. This is a pair of numbers, okay, for both variables, P and Q. So we just put Q equals 7 and P equals 21 into our equation. Okay, so 21 is equal to K times 7. 7k is 21, so 21 divided by 7 is equal to k, which means that 3 is equal to k. That is k is equal to 3. Okay, but the question asks you to express p in terms of q, so you just write down the complete information for this equation. For this equation, p equals kq, but with the k being replaced by the number found. Okay, so therefore p is equal to 3q, and that is the answer for part A. Can you get this? And then part B. So when you have found the equation, the complete information of the equation, then there is no more secret of this question. In part B, find the value of p when q is equal to 12. You just need to put q equals 12 into our equation. So p is equal to 3 times q, but q is 12. Okay, so p is equal to 36. That is how we can find the value of p in part B. Can you get this? OK， 就係咁樣啦，成課都係咁樣噶啦。咁你陣間做呢幾條1、2、4、5、7、8、9，即係2、4、5、7、8、9啦。咁基本上咧都係做呢啲嘢嘅啫，得唔得？咁我想你做熟佢先。咁之後咧，我哋會教一種即係呢一課裏邊最難嗰種嘅題目，就係關於 percentage change 嘅。OK， 得唔得？好，咁而家俾你繼續做先啦。So let's continue to do question number 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. And I will start checking the solution at 8:55. Okay, let's check the answers. Number 2, it's given that m is directly proportional to n. Again, you can see this key sentence. M is directly proportional to n. Okay, so no matter what is asking, sorry, then we can just do this. Let m equals k times n, where m is not equal to 0. Okay, and then you need to put the given numbers, given pair of numbers, put n equals 3 and m equals 6 into our equation, and then 6 is equal to k times 3. So 6 over 3 is equal to k, and 2 is equal to k is equal to 2. Okay, which means that m is equal to 2n. And that is exactly what the question is asking us to find. Okay, so that is express m in terms of n. That is, m is the subject, and then the right-hand side is just n. Okay, so that is the answer of part A. And then part B, find the value of m when n is equal to 8. So when n is equal to 8, just put it into our equation. It's 2 times 8. So m is equal to 16. And that is the answer of part B. Are you correct? And then number 3. So number 3. Number 4. Just skip number 3. Number 4. It's given that y symbol x squared. Again, please highlight this y symbol x squared. Okay, where x is larger than 0. Okay, no matter what, we can do this first. We can let y equals k. This time it is not just a pure x, it is an x square. Okay, so it's k times x square. And again, where k is not equal to 0. Okay, and we do the same thing. Put x equals 2, y equals 16 into our equation. So 16 is equal to k times 2 square. Okay, the square is for the x. So when x is replaced by 2, then it is 2 square. So 16 is equal to k times 4, right? Because 2 square is equal to 4, and then divide the 4 to the left-hand side, and you get 4 is equal to k, which means that k is equal to 4. Okay, and then just write down the complete information of the equation. So y is equal to 4x squared. And that is exactly the answer of part A. Okay. Part B. Find the value of y when x is equal to 5. Okay. So just when x is equal to 5, then we can calculate. Y is calculated by 4 times 5 bracket square. So The right-hand side is just a pure number, so you may use the calculator to help you. Okay, it should be equal to 100. That is the answer of part B. Part C. Part C. This time when y is equal to 36. Okay, when y is equal to 36, and then you just put it into our equation. Right. 36 is equal to 4x squared, right? And then divide the 4 to the left-hand side. Okay, it's 9 equals x squared. How to find the x? Now, the x is sheltered by a square. How to cancel out a square from an equation is by taking square root. 嗱，呢啲都應該記得㗎啦，係嘛？大家，我哋而家有條式係有 x 2次等於9嘅。我哋點樣可以揾翻個 x 出嚟咧？即係點樣可以寫到 x 自己本身等於啲咩咧？就係要靠兩邊一齊開方係嘛 ？OK， 即係咁樣啦。Square root 9 is equal to square root x square, right? So put a square root on both sides. Left hand side is a pure number, so it is just using calculator. It is free. And then the right hand side, the square roots and the square will be cancelled by each other, so it is equal to x. OK， 嗱呢度咧其實咧咁樣喎，記住啊，如果我哋咧兩邊一齊開方嘅話咧，我哋係有兩個可能性嘅。OK，or x is so this 我寫翻 x 喺左手邊好冇 ？x is equal to 3, and then or x is equal to -3, one positive, one negative. But there is one more information given by the question. Can you see this? X is larger than 0. Okay, so the negative number should be rejected. 不過我想提翻你就係每一次兩邊一齊開方嘅話咧，我哋要有一正一負嘅答案嘅。如果題目冇講到 x 大過0嘅話咧，呢一題就會有兩個答案嘅啦。所以我哋嘅諗法應該係先寫咗一正一負先，然之後再 check 下題目有冇啲額外嘅資料，係話一定要大過0啊，或者如果下次係一定要細過0嘅話咧，我哋就要 reject 另外一個嘅啦，係咪？ So the only answer will be x equals 3. Therefore, x is equal to 3. Can you get this? 嗱，我想你打粒星落去呢一個 step 嗰度啊。Okay, that is when you take square roots on both sides in an equation, you need to consider two answers. Okay, one positive, one negative. That is like this. Okay. And then next one is number 5. Suppose u varies directly as the cube of v. 好啦，嗱呢度咧又係啊，請你小心啲喎。U varies directly as the cube of v. Please underline the cube of v. So what is meant by the cube of v? So that is v to the power 3. Okay, so that is v cube. This one is this. Okay. 有陣時咧會用英文寫俾你嘅喎，即係佢唔係就咁 v 嘅3次方會俾你喎 ，the cube of v 咁樣樣喎，所以你要留意埋呢啲字眼嘅喎，得唔得 ？OK， 咁但係當你留意咗呢啲字眼之後咧，其實我哋要做嘅嘢都係一樣嘅啫。So let u equals k times， 今次係 varies directly as 乜嘢嘢啊？成嚿後邊嘅就係 v cube。Can you see this? And then where k is not equal to 0. Okay, so when you have the first line, then you can put the given numbers into your equation. Put v equals 3 and u equals 36. Okay, so 36 is equal to k times 3 cube. So 36 is equal to k times 3 cube is equal to 27, right? Okay, and then divide the 27 to the left-hand side, and then simplify the fraction. It should be equal to 4/3. Can you get this? Okay, so k is equal to 4/3, which means that finally u is equal to 4/3 times v cubed. And that is exactly the answer for part A. Because the part A, the question asks you to express u in terms of v. So that is make u to be the subject of this equation. And then the right-hand side can contains v only. Okay, v and numbers only. Okay, and then part B, find the value of u when v is equal to 2. Okay, so just when v is equal to 2, then you just put this number into your equation. It's u to the power 3, and this is a pure number. Then you may use the calculator to help you. It should be 32/3. Okay, so that is the answer of part B. Can you get this? And then next one is 7. Question number 7. Suppose y is directly proportional to square root x. So please highlight this sentence. Y is directly proportional to square root x. Okay, so no matter what it is asking, we can let y equals k times square root x first. Okay, where k is not equal to 0. Okay, and then you just put the pair of given numbers into this equation when x is 4 and y is 6. So put x equals 4 and y equals 6. Okay, so 6 is equal to k times square root of 4. Okay, and then the square root of 4 is a pure number, and you may calculate this first. Square root of 4 is equal to 2, right? And then divide the 2 to the left-hand side, and you get 3 is equal to k, which means that k is equal to 3. Can you get this? And then just write down the complete information for this. But the question is not asking you to express y in terms of x. The question asks you to find the value of y when x is equal to 9. So you need to calculate further. Okay, so you need to write when x is equal to 9. Is it 9? Yes. Okay, and then you just use your equation. Y is equal to 3 root 9. And the right-hand side is a pure number, so you may use the calculator to help you. So 3 root 9 is equal to 9. That is the answer. It's okay? Number 8. So it is given that y varies directly as the square root of x. So please highlight this. Y varies directly as the square root of x. Okay. So you may do this immediately. Let y equals k times what? This time it is square root of x. As the square root of x. What is meant by the square root of x? It means that it is the square root of x. Okay. Where k is not equal to 0. So, and the given numbers is x equals 16 and y equals 1. So just put x equals 16 and y equals 1 into your equation. So 1 is equal to k times root 16. And the root 16 is a pure number, so you may use the calculator to simplify this first. It's 4. And then divide the 4 to the left-hand side. So you'll find that k is equal to 1/4, which means that y is equal to 1/4 times root x. This is a therefore. Okay? But the question is not asking you to express y in terms of x. It is asking you to find the value of y when x is equal to 36. So you just, when x is equal to 36, then you just calculate the value of y by using your formula. It's 1 over 4 times square root 36, okay? And the right-hand side is a pure number, so you may use the calculator. It should be 3 over 2. Can you get this? And up. Finally, number 9. Number 9. So let S symbol T cube. So please highlight this sentence, S symbol T cube. But it exactly means S varies directly as T cube. So we just let S to be equal to K times T cube, where K is not equal to 0. Okay? And you have a pair of numbers given. When T is equal to 1 over 2, S is equal to 1 over 2. So we just put T equals 1 over 2 and S equals 1 over 2, okay, into your equation. So 1 over 2 is equal to K times 1 over 2 to the power 3. Just calculate the power 3 first. So K times 1 over 2 to the power 3 is 1 over 8, okay? And then the right-hand side is a number multiplied to a fraction, and the number should be multiplied to the top part of the fraction. Okay, so K is multiplied to 1, which is K, and then the 8 is still here. Because you need to find the value of K, and now it is divided by 8, so you just multiply the 8 to the opposite side. So times 8 is equal to K. So 4 is equal to K, which means that K is just equal to 4. Can you get this? Okay, therefore, S is equal to 4t to the power 3. Okay, so that is the first part we need to do first. Okay, but the question is not asking us to find this equation. The question is asking us to find the value of S when t is equal to 1 over 4. So just when t is equal to 1 over 4, then you just put it into our equation. S is calculated by 4 times 1 over 4 to the power 3. And the right-hand side is just a pure number, so you may use the calculator to help you. It should be equal to 1 over 16. That is the answer. It's okay? So this is a small revision of what we have learned yesterday. Okay, 呢度俾你想你俾個反應我。Okay, so please give me a response at this point. If you are okay for this exercise, please give me a like or a clap, please. If you are okay, if you understand every part of this exercise, please give me a like or a clap. Thank you. If you do not understand any part, please raise your hand. 好，如果你明白以上所講嘅嘢嘅，可唔可以俾個 like 或者俾個拍手掌我 ？OK， 如果有任何位係唔明嘅，可唔可以俾個舉手？有冇邊一個位係睇唔清楚，或者抄唔切，或者係聽唔明嘅？咁可以舉手啊！有冇？好，呢、個 so far so good 啊，可 OK， 即係暫時都應該 OK 嘅，可得唔得？好啦，嗱，跟住咧，其實差唔多完嘅啦，即係你要學嘅嘢咧，其實成課咧都係好似頭先咁樣嘅啫。除咗有一種題目，我自己覺得係最麻煩嘅題目，就係我而家要講呢樣嘢啦。OK， 嗱，跟住之後咧，仲有一種題目嘅，嗰種咧就唔係太難嘅啫。咁通常喺 MC 嗰度出嘅。咁但係咧，而家呢種咧關於 percentage change 嘅題目咧，通常都係 MC 嗰度出嘅，都係 OK。不過咧，我自己覺得幾麻煩嘅。OK， 咁我哋翻去前邊先啊。Let's go back a little bit to example 4. Example 4. OK， 好啦，睇下點喎？呢一種題目咧就係關於 percentage change 嘅，即係又係 direct variation 咁啦，係嘛？不過咧今次係 percentage change 嘅。咁我哋點樣做咧？我哋睇到咯。It is given that Q varies directly as the square root of W. And again, please highlight this part first. Q varies directly as the square root of W. Okay, and no matter what, do the first line first. Let Q equals K times what? The square root of W. Okay, 即係開方啦，開方 W. Can you get this? Where K is not equal to 0. 係咪都寫咗呢句嘢出嚟先啊？得唔得？It's okay。我抄過嚟先。好啦，跟住咧 ，if W increases by 44%, find percentage change in Q。OK。好嗱，即係話咧，而家係有一個轉變喺度，有舊嘅 value，有新嘅 value。OK，we have old value and we have new value. We have old Q. We have new Q. We have old W. We have new W. Alright， 咁我哋咧通常會咁樣樣喎。The old W is W. The old Q is Q. It's okay。就咁叫 W 啫，即係舊嗰個啊，得唔得 ？OK。好啦，我哋咧有舊咯，跟住咧我哋寫翻個 old relation 先，即係咧咁樣啊 old old relation 或者 equation 啦，我哋用翻 equation。old equation 就係將我哋舊嘅 W 同埋舊嘅 Q 咧擺翻落去我哋嗰條式嗰度，其實咧照抄翻嚟啫，即係 Q is equal to K square root W。OK， 嗱冇做過嘢㗎，而家啊，就咁寫啲嘢出嚟咁解嘅啫。因為咧，我哋寫舊嘅話咧，其實好簡單嘅啫。舊嘅 W 就係就咁叫 W， 新唔係 sorry 舊嘅 Q 就係就咁叫做 Q。OK， 好啦，跟住睇住咯。跟住咧，我哋睇下邊樣嘢而家有一個轉變係咪？邊樣嘢帶動嗰個轉變嘅咧？題目係講緊邊個英文字母有轉變先㗎？就係佢話 if W increases by 44%, find the percentage change in Q。即係話咧，嗱，我希望你有呢個 sense 就係 W initiate the change and then Q follow the change. Do you understand what I mean? I repeat, W initiate the change or W start the change and then Q follow the change。OK，W 係帶動個轉變嘅，帶動咗轉變之後咧，個 Q 就會跟隨個轉變。OK，get 到有個先後次序啊！嗬。好啦，咁我哋而家咧，我哋舊嗰個就寫晒出嚟啦。我哋要寫 new 咯喎 ，new。咁 new 邊個先咧？就係帶動轉變嗰個先。New this time is W who starts the change. New W is equal to how is the change? It is increases by 44%. So it should be equal to the old W times bracket 1 plus 44%. Can you get this? New W is equal to the old W times 1 plus 44% because it is increases by 44%. Okay? And then when you see 1 plus 44%, we just change it to decimal number first. It is 1.44, right? So 1.44 W. Can you get this? New W is like this. OK， 好啦，跟住咧，我哋想計嘅咧就係 new equation 先啊。OK， new 或者咁啦 ，new Q 啦 ，new Q is equal to K times 嗱個 Q 咧 ，new Q 就係要自己計出嚟嘅，係咪 ？K times new W。Okay, but what is new W? This is the calculation part. Is K times square root of 1.44 W. Can you still follow? New Q is equal to 不如咁樣，我都係寫翻咁樣啊，呢度咁樣。Okay, and then the new W is replaced by our preparation because new W is equal to 1.44 W, right? 好啦，嗱，跟住咧寫咗呢個出嚟之後咧，我哋會見到有一啲數字出咗嚟嘅。咁咧呢個數字咧喺個 square root 裏邊係嘛？1.44喺個 square root 裏邊嘅。跟住咧就係連埋 W 嘅，係咪可以寫到咁樣啊？1.44 and then times square root W. We just split the square root. 呢度係最難嘅 ，OK？ 不過每次都係咁樣做，但係咧每次可能如果佢今次下一題唔係 square root 嚟嘅，係啲三次方嘅話咧，其實都係咁樣分開嘅啫。總之將啲數字部分分開佢，然之後寫喺前邊，寫喺最前邊。Is square root 1.44 and then times K times square root W. Just swap the square root 1.44 with the K. Okay? And then this K square root W is equal to this K square root W. Can you see this? And this K square root W is equal to Q. Okay? So we just change this to Q. It's 1.44 times Q. Okay? Because I want to express the new Q in terms of the old Q. All right? And of course, this square root 1.44 is a pure number, and you may simplify this. It's 1.2 Q. Can you get this? So new Q is equal to 1.2 Q. 好啦，嗱跟住咧，佢要揾乜嘢啊 ？Percentage change in Q， 即係咁咯。Percentage change in Q. Percentage change. What is the formula of percentage change? It is new minus old divided by old times 100%, right? Now we are going to find the percentage change in Q. So we are going to do this. New Q minus old Q divided by old Q times 100%. Okay? But what is new Q? We have found that the new Q is equal to 1.2 Q. Can you see this? So it is 1.2 Q. What is old Q? Old Q is just Q. Okay, divided by OQ is just Q. And then times 100%. Okay, and then for the upper part of the fraction, so they are like terms. So 1.2 Q minus Q, they can be calculated. It should be 0.2 Q, and then divided by Q times 100%. And we have a Q and a Q on the upper part and lower part, one up, one down, and they are common factors, so they can be cancelled. It becomes 0.2 times 100%. Okay, and then you just multiply the 0.2 by 100. It should be 20%. And that is the answer for this question. It's okay? 好，嗱睇住咯，好亂嘅係嘛？好亂㗎。第一樣嘢，我 summarize 一次下。第一樣嘢見到黃色呢一句，照寫呢一句啦，同之前你哋好熟㗎啦，冇問題㗎啦。咁跟住咧，我想你 focus 喺個問題嗰度 ，find the percentage change in Q. The percentage change in Q is new Q minus OQ divided by OQ times 100%. Can you see this? It is always like this， 係嘛 ？percentage change 就係新減舊除舊乘100%， 得唔得？咁即係話咧，嗱條式就喺度噶啦，但喺裏邊代啲咩嘢入去啦？就係新嘅 Q 減舊嘅 Q 除以舊嘅 Q 乘100%。咁我哋要揾一個新嘅 Q 出嚟，揾一個舊嘅 Q 出嚟，去度代入去，係咪？咁我哋咧就咁樣咯，個 old W 即係永遠都係噶啦，舊嗰個就係用翻個英文字母嘅啫。Old W is W，old Q is Q。然之後咧 ，old equation Q is equal to K times square root W。然之後睇下邊一個帶動嘅轉變嘅，帶動轉變 W increases by 44%。Then the new W will be calculated by this, okay, and it is equal to 1.44 W, right? Okay, and then what we really need to do is to find the new Q. 真正要計數嘅咧，就係揾新個 Q 呢一部分。New Q can be calculated by putting the new W into the equation, this equation, okay? 係嘛？我哋係代啲 W 同埋 Q 嘅數字入去噶嘛，係咪？不過咧，我哋今次冇數字嘅話咧，我哋代個新，我哋叫做新 Q 同埋新 W 入去。OK， 但係個新 W 咧 ，New W has been found to be 1.44 times W. Okay, and then please put a star at this step. This step to split out the number. Okay, split the number out and put it to the front of the expression. All right, and then just simplify this and express the new Q in terms of the old Q. When you have found the new Q, then you are very ready to answer the question. Okay, because it's new Q minus old Q divided by old Q times 100%. Is okay? 好，嗱呢度咧就咁聽咧都唔知明唔明嘅。咁但係咧，我哋一齊做一條啊。Let's do the instant drill number 4 together. Instant drill number 4. It is given that P varies directly as the square of Q. So please highlight this. And this is the square of Q. Careful. Okay, so let P is the subject, and then it's K times what? The square of Q. So that's Q square. Okay, where K is not equal to 0. First mark. Okay, and then if Q increases by 50%, find the percentage change in P. So we have percentage change. Okay, so we have the old Q is equal to Q, and then old P is equal to P, right? And we have old equation. Just copy your equation. P is equal to K times Q square. Okay, and now we have the new thing. Which one changed first? It's the Q. Q increases by 50%. So this one, the Q starts the change. And then P follows the change, right? So new Q first. New Q is equal to the old Q times the percentage change. It is increases, so it must be 1 plus. Increases by 50% should be 1 plus 50%. Okay, but 1 plus 50% is equal to 1.5. So it is 1.5 Q. Okay, and then the most trouble one is to find the new P. New P is calculated by K times new Q bracket square. Okay, just from this equation. Okay, the P becomes new P and Q becomes new Q, right? But what is new q? New q has been found to be 1.5q. So 1.5q bracket square. And for next step, we need to split out the number parts. Okay. So that is share the square to the 1.5 and to the q. So 1.5 can get the square, and then q can also get the square, right? And then put the pure number to the front is 1.5 square times kq square. Okay, first, the 1.5 square is a pure number. It can be calculated by using the calculator. It should be 2.25. Okay, but what is kq square? The kq square here, kq square is just equal to this kq square and will be changed to p. So it is just equal to 2.25 p. OK， 記唔記得我哋呢一部分咧，即係最麻煩嘅部分咧，個目的就係想 express 個 new p in terms of p 咁樣樣。而家已經做到啦，係咪？而家已經做到嘅話咧，我哋就可以答題咯。等我黐翻埋先啦。OK， we want to find the percentage change in p. Okay, so now we are going to answer the question. The percentage change in p is equal to the new p minus the old p divided by the old p times 100%. Okay, but what is the new p here? New p has been found to be 2.25p, right? 2.25p minus old p. The old p is just p divided by old p is p times 100%. Can you get this? And then the numerator must be a subtraction of two like terms. Okay, so they can be calculated. 2.25p minus 1p is 1.25p. Okay, divided by p times 100%. And the p and p will be cancelled by each other, leaving the number only 1.25 times 100%. Just multiply the numbers together is 125%. So this is the answer for this instant drill number 4. Okay. 好，呢度又想俾個反應我。If you can follow what I've been talking, please give me a like or a clap. If you can follow, okay, please give me a like or a clap. 如果你跟到嘅頭先呢一個 percentage change 嘅，可唔可以俾個 like 或者俾個拍手掌我 ？Thank you。好，如果完全跟唔到嘅，可唔可以舉手？好啦，嗱，咁我哋不如試一條先啦，好嘛？試一條先啊，大家啊，一定要自己做到嘅呢個，知唔知啊？因為咧 MC 差唔多年年都問嘅。Let's go to page 6.10. 6.10. I would like you to do question number 4 of the instant drill corner 6.1. Okay. Instant drill corner 6.1, question number 4. So I give you 5 minutes to do this. 嗱，呢度咧要成5分鐘做㗎，起碼。It's 9:33 to 9:38. Just do this question. Okay, so let's check the answers. So it is given that y varies directly as the square of x. Again, so please highlight this. Y varies directly as the square of x. And again, this is the square of x, not just x. Okay, so we can let the equation first. Let y equals k times, this time is square of x, that is x squared. Okay, where k is not equal to 0. Okay, and paste here first, and then because this question is about percentage change, so we have the old x is equal to x, and then old y is equal to y, and we have old equation is y equals kx squared. Okay, just copy, and then we have the new x or new y first. So let's see which one starts the change. If x decreases by 30%, find the percentage change in y. So x change first. Okay, y follows, right? So new x is equal to x times, this time it is decreases by 30%. X decreases by 30%. So if it is decrease, then it should be 1 minus, okay, 30%. And 1 minus 30% is equal to 0.7 x. Can you get this? So if we have new x is 0.7 x. Now, the most difficult part is to find the new y. New y is equal to k times new x bracket square. It always start with this, okay? But what is new x? We have already prepared. It is 0.7 times x squared, okay? And then we just share the square to the 0.7 and to the x. So 0.7 can get the square, and x can also get the square. Okay? And then move the number to the front of the expression, 0.7 squared times kx squared. And you may calculate the number first. 0.7 squared is equal to 0.49. But what is kx squared? Kx squared, this kx squared and this kx squared are the same, right? So it is changed to y because I want to express the new y in terms of y. So it's just 0.4y. Okay, when you have expressed the new y in terms of the old y, then you may start answering the question. Okay, the question asks you to find the percentage change in y. So you just answer the question. Percentage change in y is equal to new y minus old y divided by old y times 100%. Okay, the new y is already calculated to be 0.49y, and then old y is y minus oy. Okay, so times 100%. And the upper part should be the subtraction of two like terms, 0.49y minus 1y. So you just do the calculation of the number. 0.49 minus 1 should be a negative number, negative 51. Negative 0.51. Okay, y, and term is y, divided by y, times 100%. Okay, and then the y and y will be cancelled by each other. So leaving the number only, 0.51 times 100%. So finally, just multiply the two numbers together. It should be negative 51%. Okay, so that is the final answer. 咁留意咧，如果我哋個 percentage change 係負數嘅話咧，你加多句啊，即係話咧 y is decreased by 51%. It's okay. Okay, some students asking me where can we find a Zoom recording. So it is here. Let me see. You know this homework platform? Let me paste the link here. Okay, and then when you click homework, and then you just choose, for example, you are 5P, and then MAT, maths, and then you just click display, and you will see a calendar. Okay, and then so all the recordings, all the Zoom recordings have been uploaded to this platform. Okay, and the video link is here. And then so every day I type anything on this OneNote will be changed to PDF like this. When you click this, then you will find a PDF of yesterday. Okay, so just enlarge it and we will see the word more clearly. Okay, and then when you click the link, video link, and you will be directed to the YouTube. Okay, so this is yesterday's video. So yesterday we were talking about. Okay, so that's like this. Done. Okay, so just write down the bracket. You don't need to write down this, but I would like you to know that if the percentage change is negative, then that is a decrease. Okay, so y is decreased by 51%. If the percentage change is positive number, then this is an increase of 125%. It's okay. All right, do you have any problems up to now? Can you get the correct answers? Let me see. It is now 9:46. Maybe I am not going to do any more today. Okay, just want to remind you that in this chapter, we will not do anything about the graphs. Okay, we are going to skip all the parts with the graphs. It's okay because it is actually not appearing in the DSE exam. It's okay. In this chapter, we will not learn anything about the graphs. So when you are doing the exercise, just skip all the questions with the graphs. Okay， 我哋呢一課係唔會學關於 graph 嘅嘢嘅，得唔得？因為 DSE 咧係唔會考嘅，咁樣樣，唔會咁樣考嘅，得唔得？Okay, so so I'm going to stop here and just give you a break. Okay, so do you have any more problems? If you have no more problems, then I'll see you next Monday. And this is the end of this lesson, and you may leave now. Goodbye.